Blue skies force me out of bed. Morning medication for the pain in my head. We're the poor fools who had it all on a plate.
Welcome to a brand new vlog. It has been a while. I'm still living in Spain and I actually felt a draw to come back to YouTube because I'm actually having a little bit of a digital detox at the moment, and I've deleted all short form content apps like Instagram, Pinterest, even the YouTube app. But I have allowed myself to watch long form content on YouTube, so like vlogs and stuff on the TV. I just sat down because it is just so sweaty and talking and walking and everything is just a lot at the moment. It's like the middle of summer in Spain. But anyway, I was saying that I've allowed myself to watch long form YouTube content, vlogs on the TV if I'm just like sitting and wanting to watch a bit of TV throughout the day. Because I just don't want to scroll basically. So I've deleted all of that stuff off my phone. But I have been watching vlogs and it's inspired me to get back into my own vlogs and just start making something of my day a little bit more. So I feel like there's a lot to catch up on since my last vlogs. I have been creating some short form content on my book, so you may know what's going on with book stuff, but I would love to show you in a bit more detail any updates with the books in this vlog, so we'll do that. I also obviously have a lot of life updates that you will see throughout the vlogs and have maybe had some spoilers on already. So I actually came out for like a nice morning walk. It's only like 9 o'clock and I thought, okay, I need to get out early because it's just so humid and hot and unbearable for me and my baby. And it's actually just already too unbearable. I'm sweating already like crazy. So I think we're gonna walk back and get into the aircon. So I am still living in Spain in the same town in Gandia. It's been 6 years now, and I know I used to create so much content about how much I love living here, but recently things have kind of changed. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about that in the vlog. So do stay tuned and we will talk about that a little bit more later, about why my feelings towards living here have changed and what I'm thinking about for my next steps. I have just got back and I'm just completely uncomfortably sweaty and I'm just trying to put my baby to sleep. I'm back home now in the aircon and I thought let's have a quick chat about what I mean when I'm saying things have changed with Spain. Actually, Spain hasn't changed. I've personally changed and my values have changed. So I basically got pregnant last year, had my baby at the end of last year, and it was during when I got pregnant that I started to just see things a bit differently, and even more so when I had my baby and realised Spain isn't the place maybe that I want to raise him, although there are no concrete plans to move yet. So I'm not saying 100% I'm leaving. We may find a way to make it work here, and that'd be great, but just I'm seeing things differently. So I recently made a post on Instagram about how I moved here for the lifestyle, or the reasons I moved here are actually the same reasons that I now want to leave. So language, I moved here mostly for the Spanish language, for lifestyle, for the weather. I can't remember what else I put, but let's just talk about those three because those are actually the main things. So language, yes, actually that's one of, like, I did want to move here because like I wanted to perfect my Spanish, become fluent in Spanish, and I do know that living in a country from experience is the best way to become like as fluent as you can in a language, and I do feel like I've accomplished that. I do feel very confident now in my Spanish. I can do most things in Spanish with confidence. Although I didn't realise so much like the strong presence of the regional language, Valenciano, Valencia, which is fine for them, but for me, I'd rather my son went to school in Spanish rather than the local language, and most of the schools here are in the local language, which, yeah, for me as somebody who speaks kind of global languages, the local language doesn't serve me as much. I have kind of bigger hopes for my son to learn Italian, for example. He's got Italian heritage. Obviously I want him to be fluent in Spanish, English, and then ideally French. So I'm not saying that having a local language is a hindrance, but for him to study fully in a local language from right from the guarderia, from nursery, it seems a bit much for me. It's not what I personally. Yes, there's that slow-paced lifestyle which I came to Valencia like years ago before living here to do a language course, and I lived that slow-paced lifestyle. It was great fun, like go out for your coffee, sit on the terrace, have a beer, lovely. Everything's chill, slow-paced. But actually when you live here and then you need to get stuff done, it can be a bit frustrating. When you're somebody who thrives off efficiency, that can be lacking when you have that kind of relaxed mañana lifestyle. So after a while it has got a bit frustrating, and then now, I mean, I used to kind of live outside of society, but now I've got my baby, I kind of have to be part of society a lot more, get things done for him, and things just aren't the most efficient. They're not terrible, absolutely not, but I know they could be better. The thing I mentioned was the weather, and I think you can kind of see what I mean. I absolutely hate summer now. I used to be like the first person to look forward to summer and love summer, and now I dread it and just don't enjoy it the whole way through because it's simply unbearable. Because maybe because where I live is very humid, so you step outside your door and you're just immediately sweating. Having a baby now, I'm very conscious of that because I'm like, a baby should not be sweating. Baby should not be so uncomfortable. They always say like with extreme heat, like look out for babies and elders. So I'm just so conscious of that. And it means that we're just stuck inside in the aircon quite a lot, which is kind of like what people in England, they want to avoid being stuck inside because it's raining. And it's like, well, I kind of have the same thing here. So yeah. So basically there are no concrete plans to leave Spain right now. We have talked about moving back to England, and that would be quite a dream. I've spent a lot of time, not a lot of time, but like I've had some visits to England over the years and I've seen it in a different light. I feel England is very progressive, it's a lot more modern, it's got like a kind of collective mentality that I like, it's got my shared values. I'm talking like generally, I know there's like another side of England and maybe some people with extreme views that I definitely don't share, but I'm talking about when I go there to a certain part of England, to the southwest of England, I definitely feel like that kind of shared values, and just a lot of things that feel more aligned. And so that's kind of a thought, but it's not an easy move. I own my house here in Spain and my partner is not British. So moving there are lots of steps and lots of money involved. So it's not like a quick move, like, okay, just move back. It's, yeah, we need to do a lot of things if we really want to. So we're taking our time with things, seeing how it goes. Life in Spain is not terrible. It is summer at the moment, so it is tedious, but we will be fine. And soon we will have cooler days. So yeah, let's stop there. I'm in the kitchen. I don't really want to spend this whole vlog like bashing Spain because I do love it. It is a fantastic country. Those are just my personal views and purely from having a baby. So let's move on. In this vlog, I also wanted to show you guys how the books are going, some updates about the books. I have done a lot of shorts on the books, the brand new, well not brand new anymore, but my newest books, my 5-in-1 adults books. They are brilliant. So I do want to sit down with you guys and talk you through them a little bit, and then show you the kind of mini project that I'm working on at the moment. I've always got to have something creative on the go. It has been challenging since becoming a mum to keep up with my creative flow, but it's something that's super important to me. So it was hard obviously at the beginning with a newborn, finding my way. It is still challenging having an 8-month-old and also trying to balance my work. But yeah, somehow I make it work, and I've got a fun little project on the go, so I will definitely show you that. But I think first I'm gonna make a coffee, and then I'm gonna sit down on my laptop. I don't know how much of nap time I've got left, so we will see. So that's my little cappuccino made, and I'm going to have some fruit as well, and I'm just going to sit down and enjoy that and maybe open my laptop as well. We have just got back from the shop in a very hot day. We have a warning for extreme heat, but I had to go to the shop, and I think that's one of the things, the misconceptions of like, oh, I live in Spain, it's great, lovely weather. It's like, well, yeah, it's great when you're on holiday and you're sitting by a pool, but when you actually have to just do daily life and run your errands and do a food shop, it's not quite right. So I thought I would quickly show you what we got. So obviously, as much as the next person, I love a yogurt bowl, and now since recently in Spain, you can get your yogurt, Greek yogurt, in this kind of format, like this big format. Then I got some baby wipes for a certain someone, bananas for me and a certain someone. These are Canarios, so like they come from the Canary Islands, so it's great, this is technically Spain. Then what else did we get? Naked bars. Whoa. Naked bars, that's like a new obsession. I just love these, they're so nice, and I feel like they're not so much of like a naughty treat, they're like a fairly okay treat. And then we got pipas, which I think are sunflower seeds. I mean, they're just like some kind of seeds, so it's good enough for me. Pecans, absolute elite nut, my favourite. And then what else? Oh, Brazil nuts. Actually, yeah. Which one is better, Brazil nuts or pecan? I don't actually know. Could be. They're very close. These ones are very nice too. Then almonds, nice, not as elite, but you know, we know they're locally sourced and they're very environmentally friendly. And then I got just some chia seeds, which I always get, great for the yogurt bowl. And a new recent discovery, semillas de lino, because funnily enough, I watch like a lot of content about cooking or like making healthy food, nutritious food, and this flax seeds kept coming up all the time, and I'm like, oh, they don't exist here, I can't find flax seeds, ignore. And then I was curious, I was like, what is flax seeds in Spanish? Semillas de lino. And I always saw these semillas de lino, but to me lino means linen. So I'm like, what's linen got to do with seeds? So I don't know if there's some kind of relation with that, but I'm so happy because now all this hype around flax seeds, omega-3, blah, 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 protein, I can now add these to my yogurt bowl. They actually do exist, they've been here this whole time. So that's very exciting. Are we excited about that? This will be a fun rattle. A natural fun rattle. Yeah, we like it, right? Amazon delivery. Are these not the cutest? They're little wooden cars, and they come in like a little wooden box. I think they're so cute. These are for my son, and he's been playing with them for a little bit. He's not as interested as I thought, but I think he'll warm up to them a little bit more because he kept pushing his toys around like as if he wanted to like have a toy car. So I got him these. That's the big life update since my last vlog, I don't know how long ago. I had a baby, and this one is the baby in question. And he's adorable. Look, your cars. Do you like them? Aren't they beautiful? He likes the box. Isn't that just like so baby coded? Like you get this lovely cars, and then he took them all out, and then he was just like eating the box. But yeah, gotta taste everything with the mouth. I was just so conscious of like everything being plastic around here that I was like, okay, he needs some kind of wooden toy. Can't be doing too much plastic, it's so bad. So I wanted to show you my 5-in-1 language books because this is honestly my biggest project to date. I've been working on these for such a long time and they finally all come together, which is such a nice feeling. They're basically my most complete language course with 5 sections covering all the key vocabulary and grammar you need to build a really solid foundation in the language. And they also come with audio, so you can actually listen to the language and practice your pronunciation as you go. They've been selling really well, which has been amazing to see, especially after putting in so much work. So yeah, I'm really proud of this project, and it's so nice to finally have the whole collection together and be able to show you all of the books. I'm actually going to leave this vlog here because it's got kind of longer than I was expecting. I know I said I would show you like the little project that I'm working on at the moment, and I will definitely do that in the next vlog. By the way, I had my eyebrows micropigmented, microbladed, whatever, on Tuesday, which is like 3 days ago, which is why they are looking very shiny, and they're about to go through, like, you know, when they start cracking. I don't know if you've had your know anyone who's had their eyebrows done, but basically they're going to start cracking and like scabbing and coming off, so they look weird, which is why I have been wearing a hat for a lot of this vlog, and well, I should probably still have one on right now. But anyway, we will talk about a lot of things that we still need to talk about in the next vlog. I also thought it could be cool to talk about my pregnancy journey here in Spain as a foreign person who went through like the Spanish public system and also gave birth in Spain. So that could be interesting to talk about. And yeah, I also want to show you the mini project that I'm working on at the moment and just give you a little bit more insight about a working from home mum, full-time mum, day in the life, that kind of content. So yeah, let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see. Let me know if you want me to talk anything further about my feelings towards living in Spain and things that have changed. I only touched on it kind of briefly. I could go a lot deeper if you guys want me to. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog.